Welcome everybody to House of Horrors DCG. Today we'll be showcasing one of the more, let's say, spicy decks. This deck is not your common deck, and it's possible thanks to one of the newest GXs added to this core. That will be Incineroar GX. It is a stage 2 Pokemon with 250 hit points. It's a dark. And his first attack is Crushing Punch that hits 130 and discards any special energy to the active Pokemon. His GX, Darkness Tornado GX, hits 10 plus 50 additional damage for each counter on this card. But the actual attack that helps this card becomes such a great tech is his ability Star Charge. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon, and if you do, search for up to 3 dark energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Basically, you don't need to worry about energies when you have this card. Just by activating this card charge, you can charge him completely in just one turn, allowing you to attack. The other card that we use here as an attacker and as a supporter is Incineroar GX. We all know this card. It's been in the format for a while, and it basically has been the best card in the format for the past almost 2 years. Its ability trait: you discard 1 card from your hand, then you can draw 2. Its attack for 2 colorless hits 20 damage for each Pokemon on your side of the field. Classic 120, 150 you have Choice Band, and its GX for 2 dark energies. You can copy any of your opponent's attack and use it, including GX. Extremely good card. Another card that we're gonna use as an attacker is gonna be Tyranitar GX, 250 HP, dark. His attack needs 2 darks and 1 colors. He's 130, and it's basically a spread 30 damage to each Pokemon. His GX, like the Smackdown GX, he's 220 and basically ignores any effect that your opponent has. So you have Hoopa, goes over it. You have Pokemon that negates attack, goes over it. Lost Out ability. This is actually the ability that makes Tyranitar GX an extremely good card. Is that any card that is knocked out by an attack of this Pokemon, instead of going to the discard pile, goes to the Lost Zone alongside each and every card that card has attached to it. Energies, tool, previous evolutions. And of course, we need to run Alolan Ninetales. This card is here just for one reason: Mysterious Guidance ability, which if you evolve Alolan Ninetales from Vulpix, you can add 2 item cards from your deck to your hand. Use them to get rare candy in order to get Incineroar into play, and the other card we're gonna showcase, which that card will be Meganium. This card was actually made famous in a Japanese tournament when a player used this card alongside Slowking and Swampert to basically do a Greninja attack deck that will draw the entire deck, attack with super boost, return to the deck, and keep spamming this ability and avoid having another GX. His ability, Crit Ripening Herb, allows you to evolve a Pokemon. Basically, it's a rare candy. I can Acerola a Pokemon, put the basic, even if I put the Pokemon that same turn, activate the ability and evolve it into that possible stage 3. Extremely useful ability. And of course, we will be running a Tapu Lele GX because its ability, Wonder Tag, that when this Pokemon goes from your hand to the bench, you can add 1 supported card from your deck to your hand. Another cards that we're gonna use here that are not very common are energy recycle system. You have maybe seen this card a little bit more thanks to Charizard, but basically you have one of two effects. Either you put a card from your discard pile into your hand, or you shuffle 3 basic energy cards to your deck. This card is used a lot because sometimes we burn out Incineroar's ability. Since we only have 10 energy cards in the deck, we can sometimes burn them quicker than we think, or we may need an energy additional in order to attack, etc. So we carry always 2 of these copies, just in case we burn them all out. 4 rare candies, 1 Reckless Treasure, 3 time evolves because we run a lot of evolutions. So it's very important for us to get the evolutions that we need when we need them. 4 Ultra Balls, 2 Acerolas. Why? Because of Meganium. We can Acerola and evolve the same turn. We also run 3 Professor Elms because why not? It's basically a bridge for basic Pokemons. It's extremely good for a first turn. And of course, we use the Pokemon to Wishful Baton. Why? Let's say that I charge Incineroar in a turn. Incineroar is killed. So instead of losing those 3 energy, I send them to Tyranitar, and basically Tyranitar has been completely charged in a single turn without the use of new energies or the ability of Incineroar, making this a very good combo to charge Tyranitar or another Pokemon. Maybe we don't have Tyranitar, maybe we can charge Tapu Lele or a Zoroark in the back. We have many options. And now we're gonna test it. We're gonna play a few duels, a few games, and maybe we're gonna see if we can make this this deck work. So let's begin. Let's see how we do. Sorry if my voice sounds strange. I've been kind of under the weather and feeling sick. Well, here we go. Let's check heads. You always want to try to start the game just to get your professor and maybe start pretty solid. Well, it's not a horrible start, but we could have done a lot better. So let's see. I think my opponent did a little bit worse than me. Let's start with a neutral ball. Let's discard. Let's discard the energy. I'll discard the rescue treasure and a timer ball. Try to put the key first turn. Let's add in the choice, man. Let's see. This was the card we needed. Not a horrible start. Maybe we won't start as quickly as we wish. But with Professor Lecture and Vulpix, we can play the cards that we need. We do need that Vulpix, that Nito, sorry, in order for us to do a little bit better, but not a horrible way to start. Oh, we're playing a Zoroark. Thing is, at least it's stage 1 Pokemon, so we're kind of in the same boat. Let's do the same play he does. Chikorita and a Tyranitar. And let's do this. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna survive another turn, honestly. But I can only wish, right? So Incineroar deck, I assume one of the basic Incineroar decks, nothing special. Basically a control deck. Basically a control because they're using Team Skull Grunt. I don't know, pretty interesting tech, I guess. Not that much particularly interesting. Tried to kill it, but didn't work out so well. I think we can do it, right? We can evolve. We can get an Ultra Ball. Should we get two? Should we get an Ultra Ball? Or just go for it? We can do Recurrent to evolve him here. And we get to Timeable, see if we can get everything we need. We need 2 rare candies. Actually, no, I'm gonna go for the Ultra. I need the safe play, we can call it that. So I need to. I'm gonna do an Ultra Ball. Let's discard the Kukui. And wow, that wishable too. Now that it's a bad card, but it's not the most useless card right now. So I'm gonna go for the short play. Let's add 2 energy, and instead of 3, just not we have. Since Tapu Lele is in the active, let's try and disrupt. We could actually, we could hit this water pretty hard. Say if we Acerola, probably Acerola it. Let's try it. I can also Incineroar and evolve actually the same turn, so I'm good actually. So I gotta also just not that bad because actually Incineroar is pretty good against Zoroark. I can discard his special energy, so that actually leaves him kind of a pickle. If he attacks me, I can actually one-shot him the next turn. So that's also pretty good. Maybe I should have discarded the Wish of Blood too and just discard it. I don't know. Maybe I'll regret it, maybe I won't. Guess time will tell, right? Time will tell if we make the wrong mistake right now. Tasha Wish of Blood too. We wouldn't have done nothing. So I guess we did with the right play. I think we're good. Let's try another trade. Let's trade this. Pretty good action. So if he doesn't kill the Incineroar next turn, we can, do a couple plays, maybe upgrade the Zoroark. They hit a little bit for one turn. Have magic on this card? One. Kukui. Just looking for the double colors. I have to admit, I never liked Marshall that much. I think it's kind of unnecessary evil. Holy quit. Great. You know, it is what it is. So we continue to play. Let's go for another round and see if the next one will probably be a bit of a better challenge. I won. So I'm gonna start as always. And we didn't draw basic. Great. We begin in a positive note this game. So it's good to mulligan, people. Mulligan as much as you want. As a matter of fact, just play a Goose Lord deck and 59 cards and that's it. Screw the rest. Whoever told you that you can't do that is wrong. Ooh, that is a nasty sign. Wow. And what me to everybody here? I hate that deck. I think whoever played that deck actually hit a lot of people. Well, let's see. Start with Lele. And we have a decision. Either we go for a Cynthia or we go for Professor L. Maybe we can set up. The Bulbous may give us an Ultra Ball. Let's go for it. Who knows? Maybe something good will happen. Let's try and rush this. So let's go Vulpix and the kitty cat. Let's go this. Put it on the kitty cat. Let's try something different. You never know, right? Lushmars has been a kind of an interesting deck in the past couple of weeks. I've seen a lot of interesting builds with it. Upgrade the damage a little bit, be a little bit more consistent, a little bit more, you know, interesting, if we can say that much. Let's try it. So let's add to our hand. Show map. Let's try to timables actually. Timables. Maybe we get lucky, maybe we get unlucky, maybe we realize it was a horrible mistake. But actually that was a pretty good mistake actually. Not a horrible call at all. So we can actually retreat these. So do I. Upgrade him. Do a red candy. Here we go for the Incineroar. Which could have been actually pretty worse. We'll do the Solar Arc. We have to push a button here. Just trade away this red candy. Go. Was much. They didn't draw much apparently. Pretty good situation. Incineroar is set up. I'm hitting solid 130 damage per turn. Let's see what's in trouble. Cold Tone's not a horrible, just maybe a lot of moves that benefit them more. You know, the new field that allows you to search for basic energy instead of playing this and basically risk never killing your opponent. But you know, who am I to judge, right? I wonder how good Tyranitar will actually be against this. Let's try the drain. Let's choice went away. We're not gonna use that for anything. Let's put this here. No, not gonna use trouble. Let's do the crushing punch. He'll get him a lot, not have much. Actually, if he removes 2 more, he will kill the Incineroar. You know, it's 7. I would have done that effect beforehand, because if he draws the bluff, he's gonna be screwed. But apparently he didn't. So 3, 4, 5, and it's 7. 2 more. Last blender, and yep, and I'm dead. Last blender, I'm dead. So I may put the managers in the Tapu Lele. And maybe avoid sending the Zoroark so early to be killed. Forgot there was resistance for Psychic. And that was a bad mistake. There's no way around that. That was a very, very bad mistake, actually. Actually, I don't know. I got an idea. I'm gonna be a Tyranitar. I'm gonna do the Ultra Ball here. I'll discard them. I know it's a bad idea. I just never been able to put Tyranitar, so let's just see what happens. Forget about it. Let's just try this. Let's just have the Tyranitar right there. We know it's a horrible idea. We know it. You don't have to tell me about it. I know it. A card that will actually keep removing the monsters. Pokemon, that's a horrible idea. But you know, kind of looking forward to it. It will be something fun. I don't know. Maybe we can actually kill all of them before they get moved. Who knows, right? Everything good fun. 4, 6, 8 is 160. Not horrible damage actually. Pretty good. count is 4, 6, 8. Well, that would be 9. Still doesn't kill me, but I'm not gonna tell you that it's pretty safe. It would put them in 6, in 9, 180. It's not that smart, but it's pretty fun actually. I can just send Zoroark and start, you know, doing Tyranitar the old-fashioned way. I don't know. Let's go for it. Everything good fun. 3, 6, 9, 10. 10, right? Yeah. 4, 6, yeah, 10. But it's one more. And he's gonna be able to one-shot 200. It ain't happening. Just gonna kill the mechanic. I will admit, it's a strange way to do so. I told you before. Who am I to judge? And this game is over. Play. It was a pleasure playing with you. Maybe next time you'll beat me. You didn't let me beat me. I was pretty cheap. You just should have let me so big kill. That was pretty fun. And actually pretty decent deck. I thought I was gonna have a little bit more trouble. We can try and go with one more. I don't know. Nah, I would think we're gonna leave it tonight. It's pretty late when I. So here's the build of the deck. If anyone is interested in making this deck, it's pretty fun actually. I have no complaints about it. It loses to Venusaur badly, and against deck that it can't one-shot quickly. I think it's a fun deck, not a tech or tier 0, 1 or 2. It's more of a fun deck, but it's got pretty interesting tech. It's got interesting tech. I mean, you can get any deck by surprise, and if you hit it properly, you can even kill it. It kills Gengar in one hit because it hit for weakness. Zoroark is a pretty, nice tech. I would change a few things. I would change Tyranitar maybe for a 1-1 lineup of Zoroark more, and maybe add a Goose or a Halo to try and test deck. I don't know. The Meganium is a pretty nice tech because of the Incineroar, but sometimes you just want to, be able to reach the offense faster, not so much building fields. We can try and experiment with a few things in the build, but so far I'm happy with it. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm Fabian for House of Horrors TCG, and enjoy the rest of the evening.